road of freedom wasn't even in the book. It was hiding in the creases of all the pages I'd overlooked. The road was at my feet. The road of freedom calls to you. I've heard it call to me.
This is where we are, and I think when you look around, everybody's been in a dark place with this whole movement, and everybody's come through it from a different angle, from a different skill. Now, what that means to me is in this room, we can get through to everybody on any demographic, any type of person, because someone in here has had that experience and can relate. So that's where we're going, is we want to make this understandable, because it can get really complex. Something that Nick Marchman said with his sacred geometry was, it can be as complicated as you want, or it can be as simple as you want. And that's the way these things work, it's polarity. So, has anybody seen this picture before? Yeah. Brilliant. Can you see, just ask, who can see the young lady? Who can see the old lady? Who can see both? Now, we can both be looking at the same thing and both be right. And I think this is what we're trying to say. There's no wrong perspective here. And we aren't trying to change people, we're just trying to plant a seed. Now, chemtrails, for example, I've given up trying to tell people what chemtrails are. But I do say to my friends, what are they? What are they? They go, oh, Vicky, you want one again? I go, no, what are they? Tell me what they are. Go and Google them. Chemtrails. And you don't need to really give them War and Peace. You just need to plant the seed. Now, what I am, now let me tell you a little bit about me, where I've come from, because people say, where did your journey begin? I don't know. I've had funky family friends around me all my life. I've been blessed with loads of hippie people in my family. I went to a Catholic school. I've got a lot of Rastafarian friends. My mum believes in pixies and my dad's an atheist. So I've got a full broad range of me. But I think I did holistic therapy in 2005. So I do reflexology, aromatherapy, non-medical nutrition, Indian head massage. I've done media. I've done loads of things. My CV's really long and I haven't got a job. But the whole principle is it's holistic. It's everything. Now, your body's the last thing to be affected, and I'm a firm believer of this. It's your physical body is affected by your thoughts and emotions, fears, intent. Pay attention to your intention, because your body will feel it, even if you don't. Kinesiology, nobody knows about it. It's fascinating because your body responds. Even if your mind doesn't, your body knows whether it's good for you or not. Now, if you bring your body into unease or dis-ease, you will become your common sense. Now, I think what truth juicing generally is the holistic approach. It doesn't cover one aspect, it covers everything. For example, the Freeman. Brilliant subject, massive subject, law. We're literally doing a law degree at home with a couple of mates on Skype. Do you know what I mean? Fair play to them. But what they've found is all these other subjects that are encompassing fluoridated water, chemtrails, look into legislation, you find a whole heap of different things that are wrong. The fact that all the legal drugs, alcohol and tobacco, do nothing but make us stupid, and all the illegal ones give you spiritual growth and healing. So even that, everything's backwards. So I think once we start dealing with it holistically, and we look at the bigger picture, the reason why this is here is I don't just mean holistically as in our body, I mean holistically as in all-encompassing everything. Because there's no point in trying to group this stuff. We can't say, oh, we were only dealing with house. Because if you're suffering from your house because you're in debt, because they're going to take away your house, because you need to go through the law, it's all encompassing. They all cover each other and they all help each other, and it's a holistic approach. And once we've helped ourselves, and I know this room are blessed because we've come a long way. So what the next step is to bring that to other people and to share that and to bring other people towards this holistic well-being side. Energy. Now, I don't know about you, but I know I'm a healer. I'm a firm believer of energy. Anyway, I know that we're energetic beings, but I know that this week has been a new experience for a lot of people where they've felt in the dowsing workshops, the meditation workshops, the energy in these rooms is phenomenal. So what are we going to do with all this energy? Well, you form your life. I'm so glad that I followed Darren because we're a spiritual power. We are the power. Somebody said, what is it? We're scared of the government, yet the government should be scared of the people. And I think they are, because if we get this right, we are something to worry about. Because we just want to live a happy, free life. That's what I want, is I just want to be free. I don't want somebody telling me I've got to take my things out and separate my paper and go and I can't do this, and I can't do that, I can't smoke in the street, and I can do whatever I like. I'm a free woman, I'm not going to harm anybody, because that's not me, that's not what I do. But I don't want someone to tell me I can't do this, can't do that, I just want to be free. Now, if we're going to do that, I truly believe that we form what we do. I'm a firm believer of thought form, and everything we form it twice, which is whether you want to deal with it left brain, right brain, whether you want to deal with it, it's kind of like one part of your brain tries to understand it, and one part of your brain feels it. And the feeling is your instinct, is your intuition, is the bottom of your belly saying, yeah, this is the right place. And then your brain goes, oh, I don't know whether it is, I don't know whether I should be here, I don't know what am I doing, and we try and make sense. If we could turn that brain off, we'd be in so much of a better place. The whole point of meditation is turning it off. Now, we form things twice, whether it be we're building a house. We've got to imagine whether it's built out of sticks or stones or bricks. Is it big? Is it small? Where's it going to be? It's in your mind before you've ever lifted the first brick. An argument. How many people have sat in their car on the way thinking about what I'm going to say to them? I'm going to tell them. And you formed it. You formed it in your mind. And I don't know about you, but a friend of mine annoyed me the other day, and I've gone, I'm going to burn you. He's going to be so stupid. And we were laughing. Got in the car. A couple of hours later, I completely forgot. Flicked my bag out the window, come straight back in, down his t-shirt, and burn him. So you said you were going to burn me, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But you do. Be careful what you ask for, because you get it. And believe it or not, I am working on being quiet for that exact reason. Careful what you ask for, because you get it. Now, what are you forming in your life? Where are you going? A couple of things that we say all the time. I love my job. I hate going to work. I'm happy at home. Don't want to go home. Really excited about that party. I'm going to get wrecked this weekend. Whatever you ask the universe, whenever you ask the universe, all it says is yes. So, I don't mind how you look at that. I'm not, the religious side, I think there's importance to it, but it's a whole heap of can of worms I don't want to go into. But the power of prayer is something that we've known for a long time. Mantras, meditations, this principle of asking for something and get given it, it's not new. Now, the universe says yes. So let's ask it what the questions we're asking it. I love my job. Yes, you do. I hate going to work. Yes, you do. You hate going to work. I'm beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. I'm ugly, I'm fat, and I'm not good enough. Yes, you're ugly, you're fat, and you're not good enough. The universe is just agreeing with what you're saying. It's saying, yes, it always does. Steve Molyneux goes into negative words, so he says, like, the universe doesn't understand negative words. So if you say, I'm definitely not going to do that, you end up doing it. Because the universe didn't understand that I'm not, or I don't. It just listens to it, and like, yeah, right then, you can have that. Yeah, right then, you can have that. And it always says, yes. Now, I tried to work out a way to put us as all connected. I thought Avatar. Has everyone seen Avatar? What a brilliant film. How do you explain? We know, we can feel it, we know what it is, we know we're all connected, we know we're connected to the plants and the trees And somewhere like this just amplifies it. But I think the film did it a lot of justice. And I think the fact that we are all connected and that we are all working towards the same goal and we're all part of the same consciousness, we need to be aware of it, because the universe is saying yes to whatever we want. So, if we're all sitting here going, it's shit, the universe goes, yes, it is. We're all in debt? Yes, you are. So when this country's going down the pound, yes, it is. And if as a collective we're all saying it, it's happening. And you know what? Places like this warm my heart, because you know that there's something else happening. You know that people are waking up, people are seeing things, people are meditating, people are learning, people have got time because they've got no work. These intelligent, massive amount of people, they're thinking, what shall I do? I'll look up law, I'll look up cancer cures, I'll look up what these chemtrails are, and you know what they're finding? They're realising they didn't want the job in the first place because they've got a mission on their hands before they even started going to work. So, we're all connected. Now this is, what I've done is I've pinched bits of other people's talks, because I think that's where we go with this, is I'm never going to claim to know everything. Jack of all trades, master of none, though. But I pick things up that I find resonate with me along the way. Now Mark Foster, who did the talk yesterday, last year he spoke about you find a mirror version of yourself. Now we are all connected, and I'm a firm believer of this. So what happens is you go out there to the universe and you find a mirror version of yourself. Mark's example was, I didn't know where I was going on the way to the festival, and I stopped to pass a by, and I asked him, and he told me directions. There was a mirror version of myself who knew where to go, and I didn't know, and he helped me out. I thought, brilliant. Now how else does this work? If you're a happy person, you give things out, you'll find somebody who's happy to give things out. Now my dad wants to rip everyone off. He wants to make a tenner on anyone. And everywhere he goes, he gets ripped off. He can't understand why. You know what I mean? And I think he makes me laugh. I think, once you realise what's happening, maybe you'll stop and he just walks around and oh, he's done that and he's done. You can't see that, but you will. I actually did this talk with him sitting in the audience going, yeah, I've got a friend who rips over, yeah, me and you, Dad. Yeah? But I think once you start seeing this the way it is, you don't look at people with animosity or bad feeling, because you realise it's not them. All you're doing is seeing an aspect of yourself, whether it be good or bad, in that person. So once you start acknowledging that, you look at everything in a different way. Coincidences and serendipities. There's a couple of people I've spoken to. So I said, oh, I don't know how I found this. I just bumped into it on the internet and I got sent a link, and just so happened to have the week off work and my car broke, my friend was coming anyway. And the universe will put you at Liz. Perfect example. Liz has been saying, oh, I want to go, I don't want to go. We found her in Wrexham and kidnapped her. The universe we didn't do it. The universe has put her where she was meant to be, and if she lost her keys before she got there and was 5 minutes late, that's what was meant to happen. And if we were thinking about it, you just got annoyed that you lost the keys. When actually the universe has got a bigger plan. So once you start feeling like that, my yoga teacher said to me the other day, to the class, she said, ask your higher self, is it not true that without worry, you would still be exactly where you are now, just you would have had a more pleasant of a journey? Yeah, I completely agree with that. Okay, now, this is my story of TruthJuice, because I think this is the compounded view. All I can do is give you my story. I can't tell you what's the bigger picture. All I can say is what I found. Now, when I first found TruthJuice, it was back in February last year. I come down to see John Harry's talk. Again, I got sent a link by accident, and I saw it was only an hour down the road. I thought, that's what I'm going. And got really pissed afterwards. I ended up seeing Jules, and we didn't get home till 6 o'clock. Brilliant night. And I fell in love with TruthJuice. And it was on next week. I thought, wow, I want to see more. I just love going and have a cup of tea and a smoke with all these people that are all on my level. Because I found, going out the weekend, I was doing 200-300 quid, going to the best clubs in town, and getting home and feeling like, why have I bothered? Don't like it, don't want to do it no more, I'm bored. And then I go to TruthJuice, spend 3 quid on the door, and I just feel like, wow, I could drive back, and I'd have 2 hours in the car, writing alien agenda, sacred geometry, freak things. And you know what? It's changed my life.